There is someone right now, somewhere in the world, waiting for your downfall. Life is a war. Life is an ongoing battle. All of those dreams that you have, to become successful, to be highly respected by your peers, to find love and bliss, to provide for your family, to leave a legacy behind. There are people watching you, waiting for your downfall. Each time you make the choice that you know are actually getting you further and further away from accomplishing your goals and turning your dreams into a reality, those people, your haters, they're smiling. They rejoice in your failure, in your temporary weakness and lack of judgment. You're being told by this modern world to be kind, to be soft, to be passive. You're being told to settle for less than what you truly want. You're being told that it's okay to waste your life's potential, but deep down you know what you want. Stop allowing other people and the world to steal your dreams away from you. There are two versions of you right now existing at the same time. There's the version of you that allows themselves to chase your dreams and to do whatever it takes to get there. And then there is the version of you that has lost all hope, that fell into depression, and that let the world tell you what you should settle for instead. Each time that you make a choice, however big or however small that choice is, you are shaping your future. Each action that you do is a vote as to what type of person you want to become. All of the small decisions that you make on a daily basis, even the seemingly insignificant ones, they compound over time and they create your future. Your life, as it is in this present moment, is the result of all of your past thoughts, actions, beliefs, and experiences. And while we can argue on the topic of luck, whether it's real or not, I firmly believe that there are no such things as coincidences. Every single thing that exists in this universe holds a greater meaning that we can see with our naked eye. It's time that you open your eyes and that you realize what you've been doing wrong all along, for only the truth will set you free and allow you to realize your full, untapped potential. The first habit that is keeping you weak is always needing people's validation. People pleasers often seem to be good, kind, altruistic people on the outside. After all, they're doing everything they can to accommodate other people and to do what other people want them to do. In reality, people pleasers are probably the most miserable people on the inside because they are doing what everyone else wants them to do, but they completely forget to take care of themselves. And they never pause for a moment and ask themselves what it is that they truly want for themselves. If this sounds like you, if you find yourself stuck in these toxic patterns, if you find yourself constantly trying to please other people to your own detriment, ask yourself, what would I do if I had no one to please but myself? Because the thing that you need to realize is that at the end of the day, no one is going to live your life for you. You are the only one that is ever going to experience life through your own eyes. It's your life. You are supposed to be the main character of your own life, not some lame side character with no drive, no purpose, or no ambitions. I believe that each and every single human being on this earth has a designated path, a path that is theirs and theirs only to follow. There is a path for everyone, but that path is different for everyone. And the thing is that if you are trying so hard, you're putting all of your energy into trying to please everyone around you, you are not walking on your own path. You are walking on the path that you think other people want you to walk on. But at the end of your life, you will probably be looking back with many regrets because you never actually took the time to do the things that you wanted to do for yourself. You never allowed yourself to walk on the path that was meant for you and to shine in your own way. So if you are a people pleaser, if you recognize yourself in this description, congratulations, because the first step to fixing it is to in fact become aware that you are a people pleaser. Being a people pleaser is dangerous because it sets you on the path to waste your life, to miss out on your true life's purpose. But there is also a far more dangerous phenomenon that every single one of us has at one point or another fallen for. And I call this the social media trap. You would probably be in shock at the amount of time that you spend mindlessly scrolling on social media each day, mindlessly consuming other people's content. Social media is a tool carefully crafted to steal your attention and to profit from it. You have to understand that these days, the real currency in the business world is not measured in British pounds, in American dollars, or in euros. The real currency is attention. The winner in business these days, it's the one who is capable, who is a master at capturing and retaining people's attention for as long as possible. YouTube content creator Mr. Beast is one of the best examples of someone who masters the art of capturing people's attention, keeping them engaged, hooked, and always coming back for more. Now, some social media platforms can be useful, such as YouTube, because on there you can, for instance, find interviews of successful CEOs with lots of golden tips and tricks to help you in your journey. But realistically speaking, how are TikTok shorts adding any value whatsoever to your life? If you're just spending hours each day mindlessly scrolling through dancing or cooking reels, and your goal is to have a successful online business that gives you the freedom to travel the world, to provide for your family, and to live an abundant life, how is that activity helping you to reach your goals? It's just taking your attention and your energy away from you, which are the two most powerful resources that you have. There's this quote that I really like because I think that it depicts this phenomenon very accurately. If you do not have a plan, you will become a part of somebody else's plan. Meaning, if when you wake up in the morning, the first thing that you do is to grab your phone and to open up TikTok, Instagram, Snapchat, or whatever other platform that you use, you have already lost. You have lost the day before it even begun. Because by starting your day on TikTok or on Instagram, you are going to be exposed to other people's lives and to other people's content, so you are therefore becoming a part of someone else's agenda first thing in the morning. You're literally putting someone else's dreams and ambitions before your own. And another thing that is very dangerous with social media is that it's scientifically proven time and time again to make us depressed and anxious. I challenge you to spend your entire day scrolling on social media and tell me how you feel when you're done. Chances are you will feel like shit because you will be constantly exposed to unrealistic standards and to unrealistic lives. You have to understand that people are only going to show you what they want to show you. The popular influencers, they rarely show the bad day. You see them traveling year-round, driving supercars, having fun, partying. You see them having this life that seems to be so perfect on the outside. You see all of those people with a perfect body. And the tricky thing is that the more you consume this type of content, the more the algorithm is going to recommend similar content to you. It's simply giving you what you're asking for. Life works the same way. Wherever your attention goes, energy flows. Meaning that whatever it is that you are focusing most of your time, you will get more of that thing in your life. This is why adopting gratitude journaling as a daily practice in your life, especially first thing in the morning, will exponentially increase the quality of your life, because you will be programming your brain for happiness. As you write down 3 things that you are grateful for each and every single morning, you are starting your day with a touch of positivity and programming your reticular activating system to look for more and more positive things to be grateful about in your life, therefore elevating your mood. Another thing that is just as dangerous as social media and that keeps men weak is video games. Between playing video games every once in a while with your friends, you're having fun, it's a nice moment, you genuinely find enjoyment in this moment, in this experience, compared to playing hours on end each and every single day, because you are trying to fill a void inside of you and escape from your current reality. Human beings are incredibly good at running away from their feelings and being in a state of denial for a long time. Maybe right now you're wanting to start or to grow your own online business because you want to be free, you want to be wealthy, you want to be able to provide for the people that you love. You don't want to be stuck in a pointless 9-to-5 that doesn't bring you any fulfillment nor any freedom. Yet instead of getting started, you spend your free time playing hours upon hours of video games as a way to numb yourself. I used to do this sometimes when I was in middle school, even in high school. Literally all I could think of when I was in class was the fact that at some point during the day I would go home and be playing video games to just forget just how miserable I felt. So for a few hours I would get finally to numb myself. If you can relate to what I just said, then chances are you have a lot of untapped potential and you know it. Chances are that you know you could be achieving so much more, but for some reason you just don't. Video games are dangerous because they provide you with a false sense of achievement and accomplishment. You can be a respected general or a successful businessman in the virtual world, yet in the real world, where you actually spend most of your life, you have accomplished nothing at all, and you feel this sense of worthlessness and purposelessness. The thing that you need to understand, if you really want to be able to fix this issue and to stop, is that life is a real video game. So when you're playing a video game, you're literally playing a game, but you're already inside of a game. So you play a game in a game. Start to gamify your life instead of focusing on your virtual life. Each time you go and you do a workout, you're improving your character in the game of the real world. And that skill will last you a lifetime and provide you with so many benefits that the virtual world will never be able to provide you. If currently you feel stuck, you're playing hours of video game each day, it's probably because you are not even allowing yourself to want your dreams in the first place. And you're also not allowing yourself to chase those dreams until you do the necessary introspection and ask yourself the right questions. This bad habit will remain. Bad habits are not the real problem. They are not the cause. They are symptoms of a deeper issue that needs to be resolved. And until you find what that deeper issue issue is and intend to fix it, then you will struggle to quit these bad habits. And this applies to literally any bad habit, any crutch. Now, another bad habit that makes men weak is to have a sedentary lifestyle. Nearly 1 in 3 adults are overweight, and according to Google, 41.9% of adults in the United States fall within the obese category. Worldwide obesity has nearly tripled since 1975, and that number is still rising year after year. Now, this is mainly due to the very poor quality of foods that we have access to, and in such large quantities nowadays. More than 80% of supermarket items contain added sugar. As human beings, our bodies are made to move. Back in the day when we woke up, we didn't have any food ready to eat. Most of the time we had to just go and hunt, which involved running, climbing, jumping. So if you constantly feel tired and you're not already exercising regularly, you should try to follow a workout program. Now, start small. Start with maybe 10 minutes every day, or maybe 30 minutes 3 times a week. If you set the bar too high from the start, chances are you will fail, because you will not be able to realistically stick to the plan. Because you have to remember that what matters most is what you do repeatedly over a long period of time. Your life is built by the actions that you do again and again, not just by one single hardcore action done right now. No one gets fat by eating one burger, just like no one becomes skinny by just eating one salad. It takes repetition, persistence. Now, the last bad habit that makes men weak, and this one is quite a terrible one, is to consume adult content. Now, I'm sure you know what I mean by adult content. And yes, there is the obvious aspect that consuming adult content is going to spike your dopamine levels like crazy, therefore taking away all motivation to do something a bit difficult but highly beneficial, such as going to the gym, working on your business, studying. But there is also something that not that many people talk about. It's the fact that it absolutely ruins your relationships and your intimate life. Each time that you take a substance that has addictive properties, your tolerance to that substance in question is going to keep rising and rising and rising, to the degree that you need a bigger dose each time to feel the same effect that you did before. Like with coffee and caffeine, for instance. The more coffee you drink, the more you will need to drink in order to feel the same boost of energy that you felt the first time that you drank a cup of coffee. And the worst part is that now you need to drink coffee not to feel like garbage. So you're not even drinking the coffee to get the boost in energy. You're drinking the coffee not to feel like crap all day long. Adult content works the same way. The more you consume it, the more addictive it's going to get. And the worst part is that the stuff that you will watch will need to be increasingly more and more intense in order to provide you with the same sense of pleasure that it first did. And another thing that is very dangerous about consuming adult content is that it's literally brainwashing you. It puts thoughts in your head that are not your thoughts. You wouldn't believe the amount of people I've heard tell me that the stuff they watch, it's completely different from what they do in reality and from what they would even want to do in reality. Adult content is literally creating artificial desires and thoughts inside of your head that you didn't even have in the first place. That's literally the definition of brainwashing, and it's also preventing you from connecting on a deep and intimate level with an actual real human being, because your brain is filled with unrealistic stuff and what intimacy should be. And if you're used to watching really hardcore nasty stuff, well, you're not going to just be able to be present in the moment and to do something unless it's very hardcore like what you saw. So do yourself a favor and set the goal to completely stop consuming adult content. Now that I've told you the 5 habits that keep men weak, tell me in the comments down below which habit you want to get rid of. If you previously had any one of the bad habits that I mentioned in the video and you successfully quit, then I invite you to share your success story with people in the comments down below so that they can be inspired and learn from your experience and set themselves free finally from the bad habits that they have. And with that said, I will see you in the next video.